Good afternoon. This is Malcolm Mills. I am the host of the TV show Acoustic Soul, and I'm here today to talk about Mr. Keith Olbermann's special comment on the tax cut deal he made with that Obama made with the Republicans. I'll get right into it if you don't mind. Um, I have to say something about his comment. Yes, Mr. Olbermann, I agree with 95% of what you said. I am a big fan of yours. I admire you. I respect you. I do. Um, I just don't. I just don't agree with who you're aiming your um, heated comments at. Okay, I believe you're holding the wrong person accountable for this. Yes, it was the president made a decision to you know, okay, yeah, he made a decision to let the rich people get some more money. Just cut through the bullshit. In exchange that poor people can retain their an extension of their unemployment benefits. How and yeah, I mean it sickens me. It does. It really does. Make no doubt about that. However, there's a real other there's a bigger issue here afoot, and there's a bigger sellout factor here, and that is the Democratic Party in general. See, the Democratic Party did not has not excuse me, the Democratic Party has not supported uh, Mr. Obama since he hit office. It's been a fight I noticed with Obama, not against just Republicans but Democrats also. The amount of bullshitting around that the Democrats have done cost them the House. Might be costing them the Senate soon because they are bullshitting. They've been dragging their feet about every fucking thing, and because of that, instead of in my mind, I liken it to like a fat girl who all of a sudden loses a whole lot of weight because they all went fucking crazy. For the last 8 years, yes, they've been the Republican parties and George Bush's bitch. So now all of a sudden things are, you got a president in, he's promising reform, he's promising change, and all these things. And instead of going in there and whipping ass and taking names, the Democrats did not support Obama 100%. They did not support him, in my opinion, 90%. I'll give them maybe 75%. George Bush could have damn near George Bush could have damn near had slavery put back into the Constitution if he wanted to, because Republicans did not question their leader. They fell in line with the party line and they did it, and they got things done. Albeit it's fucked up. This is why the country's fucked up, but they got it done, and that's why they were in power for 8 years. We just like the Democrats had a little bit of power and went to their heads, and everybody ran out there with their own bullshit agendas. Everybody ran out there with their own bullshit, greedy pork barrel bullshit that they wanted, and things didn't get done. Plain and simple. That healthcare reform bill should have been passed like that. It wasn't, was it? There were lots of other things that should have been passed just like that, but it wasn't, was it? And it's funny to me, you know, they drag their feet so long, so hard, and they're so busy doing so much infighting that you allow a group of hillbilly, sister fucking, trailer park trash motherfuckers to come to power. Yeah, the Tea Party. How did the teabaggers ever get power? Where's the accountability for that? See, Mr. Olbermann, you're attacking Obama for his stance on deciding to um, you know, give in to the Republicans. Yes, he gave in. In my opinion, yes, he did. However, when you're in a war, and this is a war, make no doubt about that. If you have any other doubts in your mind, get that out your mind, Mr. Olbermann. This is a war. And in a war, you're going to win some battles and you're going to lose some battles. But the object of any war, at the end of the game, at the end of the game, at the end of this theater, is to win the war. Okay? And yeah, you lost this battle, but to be honest with you, you lost two big battles already. You already lost one huge battle, and you have to retreat a little bit. That's just plain common sense. You don't, you're in the middle of a war, and you're losing troops by the thousands and the thousands. You don't just keep going into war with more and more troops to lose more out of honor, out of dignity, out of any bullshit. There's a time and a place for that, and it's strategically done. You don't, strategically speaking, what you're suggesting was for Obama to uh, take the troops and go over the ledge. That's insane. People need their health care benefits, and the people don't have their health care benefits, it's gonna be bad for everybody. And you made a statement around the 7 minute mark in your comments when you said, unless you believe that the Republicans, conservatives, and the teabaggers and the right are that fanatical that they're willing to lose um, unemployment benefits for the constituents and things like that. You goddamn right they are, because you seem to forget something, Mr. Olbermann. These Republicans said this in their campaign. This wasn't taken out of left field, like out of the blue, going, "Hey, this is just an open blackmail and blah 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 blah." No, they said on their campaign promises they would eliminate all these deadbeat people on unemployment because they don't want to work. They'd rather be on unemployment. Do you remember that? That was some of their campaign promises to get to lower unemployment benefits. And so to sit there and say, do you think they're that desperate? Yeah, I do. Do you think they're that stupid? No. But there's a difference between stupidity and fanaticism. And when the Republican Party and the teabaggers, their policies are based upon very, very simple principles. The Republicans rule people through religion, they rule people through cowardice, because Americans are cowards, and they rule through racism. Okay? These are three things that power the American people more so than anything. Okay? Racism, religion, and cowardice. We don't have that in the Democratic Party. We argue common fucking sense, which, in my opinion, it should be more powerful. However, where was the common fucking sense when it was time for election? I mean, where was the vision when you sat there and you made a Democratic House, a Democratic Senate, and a Democratic president? He was borderline a lame duck fucking president since day one, because you're so busy infighting and so busy trying to get your state and your constituents bullshit because you haven't made one campaign promise in 8 years. That you didn't think about the good of the country. You thought about the good of yourself. You didn't think about the good of your party. You thought about the good of yourself. Everything you did, these Democrats did the last 2 years, were about for the good of themselves, which is why they got their asses kicked. Personally, even as a Democrat, I'm saying good, because they need to be fucking fired. And they were fired. Alright? And in this war, we're now losing because people had to get fired. And I guess what, Mr. Olbermann? If we keep this up, you're going to allow Obama to get fired. You're right. And if somebody else comes in there, and at this point, it'd probably be another Republican. And at this point, you're opening up the doors to have a Republican Senate, a Republican House, and a Republican President. And if you think shit is bad now, guess what? I think this next, because thanks to the Tea Party movement, I'm pretty sure this next president will make George Bush look like fucking, I don't know, like Clinton. I do. So take it, leave what you want. Again, Mr. Olbermann, I'm a big fan of yours. Liked what you said. Wrong accountability. Hold the Democrats responsible for this. Hold the Democrats accountable for their actions. Hold the Democrats' leadership. Hold them up to the fire. See what you get. We should never have lost that house like that. We should have never stopped supporting the president, and we should have never allowed that teabag party to get that much power. It happened on your watch. Because I didn't hear any of these big, powerful speeches, Mr. Olbermann. To be honest with you, not that passionate. When they weren't supporting the president and all this other bullshit allowed to creep up into it. All right, this is Damali. Again, for Music Soul, I will be back on the air again, hopefully in like a week or so. I look forward to speaking to all you guys. Take care and God bless.